Hi guys, how are you? This is Loise. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well and safe wherever you are. I'm here. I want to be quick. I don't know how to be quick, but I will try to be quick. And I want you to call your friends, your relatives, your sisters, mostly women, please. Share this video with almost every woman you know who is looking to immigrate to Canada. Okay? Why? Yeah, I will tell you why. I want to talk about a course that you're all doing in readiness to come to Canada. This is people, prospective immigrants. They are doing this course and I really don't understand why they are doing it. And I want to urge you to stop doing this course until you watch this video and think again and see whether you actually need to do it. Okay? I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I'm based here in Calgary, Alberta. I offer immigration services, all of them, to anyone who wants to come here, and I work online and I work from Canada. Okay? So if you need services, please reach out to me, book a consultation on my website, www.milelaimmigrationservices.ca. Okay, guys? You know, this is becoming a pandemic. And I don't know how to put this in the right words, but I hope that I'll get the right words to say, to put across what I want to talk about here. Okay, guys? You know, everybody is doing the healthcare aid course. Healthcare aid course. Healthcare aid. Everywhere I turn, everybody has done a healthcare aid. People, my inbox is full of people who are asking me, Loise, should I do this? Or I already did this. I'm consulting with people who have done this course. And I'm wondering, is there a demand that I don't know? Oh my goodness, guys. Is there something? Am I missing something? What is happening? And especially with my African community, you know, people from Kenya, everybody is doing this course. Hey, people, let's talk. Okay, let's talk. So I don't know whether you've subscribed to my channel. If you have, thank you so much. If you haven't, please subscribe, like, and share this video. You know, this course, whether people are young, others are old, they are 50. Okay, sorry if I said 50 was old, but I'm just saying in immigration terms. They are 50, they are 58, some are 30, others are 40, others are, 20, and they are like, Loise, I'm doing the healthcare aid course, 6 months. Loise, do you know where I can do this healthcare aid course? And you know what? The healthcare aid career, or what we call the nursing aid, or personal care, is in demand in this country. Yes, granted, it's in demand. And I understand the need to meet that demand. I think that's where majority of people are coming from. But I think majority of people are doing this from a point of ignorance. And I want you to do it from a point of understanding. So if you're going to do this, do it because you fully understand why you should do it. So this video that I'm doing here is to caution you and to enlighten you. I want to give you two categories: people who should be doing this course and people who have no business doing this course. I didn't say this career, I said this course, because that's what all of you are doing at Nairobi Hospital, at Avenue, I think at the spinal injury, all those places. In Kenya, that's where all of you are flocking to do this course. And some others are doing it online. Okay? I know some people who've told me they're doing it, it's free of charge. But then again, you just don't do anything because it's free. There's so many things which are free and we are not pursuing them. Do things because you understand their value. That's what I'm here to tell you that. Majority of you are doing it from FOMO, fear of missing out. There's this craze out there. Yes, there is occupations in demand. And when you look at the list of occupations in demand, most, in these provinces, you find that the nursing kid, or, the nursing aid care job is the most easily attainable. Okay? A lot of you are looking at it and saying, like, okay, yeah, I can't be a nurse overnight. I can't be a healthcare manager overnight. I can't be a lab tech overnight. But this is easily attainable. And I understand. I'm not here to discourage you. But I'm here to educate you, to make sure you ask yourself, why am I doing it? Because a lot of you are just doing it, thinking that doing it is actually gonna bring you to Canada. Do anything you do, and I've told people time and again, anything you do, whether it's IELTS, whether it's education credential assessment, before you embark on any Canadian immigration, always ask yourself, how is this going to help me? What's the tangible value of this? How will it help me attain my Canadian immigration goal? And do I have a clear pathway? If you're not understanding, if there's some bush ahead, if there's some cloud of doubt, do not do things just for the purpose of doing. Just because YouTuber said you do it. Just because you saw it online. Just because it's an occupation in demand. You know what? IT is in demand. Why are you not doing it? You know? Truck driving is in demand. Why are you not doing it? Do things that you can see a clear pathway. If you're not seeing a clear pathway, please call yourself into some meeting and listen to this video. Okay? Now, I said, why am I saying this? I said, I have people who are working as teachers, others are account managers, bank officers, you know, all these occupations, lawyers, name them. And they're telling me, yeah, on top of that, I also did the care aid in 2022. And I'm looking at you and I'm like, okay, what is the purpose? Like, why did you do it? At times I ask my clients when I consult, like, do you want to walk me through the process? Like, what are you trying to achieve by doing this IELTS? Because there are also people who come to me who've done IELTS general or IELTS academic, and I want to understand, like, what was the purpose of doing this? Did you do it from a point of being informed, or you just did it because you followed Loise on YouTube and she says that you need IELTS to come to Canada, and therefore you decided, oh, how about I go do it and then I come to Loise? Please, I'm not saying that you always have to consult with me, but seek legal advice, seek professional advice out there. Let's get into a culture of seeking professional advice, because we are wasting money, we are wasting time, and going and doing things that we think we should be getting because the Canadian website says this, and then you go ahead and do it, and then you come to me and I tell you, oh, you know what? I know you've met the eligibility, but that's not gonna work. But rather, you should be doing this instead of doing that. Okay? Please, people, I'm just trying to save you a little bit. Anyway, there I say 2 categories. People who should be doing this course and people who have no business doing it. Who should be doing this course? Real quick. You should do this course. You're in your country, you want to come to Canada. You should do this course if this is your dream job, you know, the healthcare. So whether it's the personal care aid, healthcare aid, nursing assistant, however you call it, you're doing it because this is your dream job and you know that you'll be able to be gainfully employed using that course in your country and earn a living out of that. Okay? Number 2, you can also do that course if you're using it as a stepping stone into nursing. Okay? So let's say you're looking for a career in nursing and you want to use this as a stepping stone, by all means, go ahead and do it. Okay? Another thing that you may also do, you can do this course if you know that maybe you want to gain admission into nursing, maybe you didn't get into that course for one reason or another, and you will use the credits from that into your nursing school, and or rather you want to be able to convince a visa officer. You're using it as a strategy for your study permit, and I can talk strategy. If you book a study consultation, if you want to know how to do that, I can guide you on how to use the nursing, the healthcare aid as a strategy into your nursing career. Okay, so if you want to use it to impress the visa officer and show them that you already have some background into in nursing, then by all means do it. Okay, and then number 4, do this course only if you're in Canada. Okay, I know majority of you are out there and you're doing this course while you're out there. I would rather you come and do it from inside Canada, and I will tell you why. Okay, do it when you're already in Canada and you want a quick job. Okay, you want a quick job, like you want to be employable. So let's say you're a student, you want to do that course so that you can get a job, a part-time job. Yes, do it. Or you're here, you're changing your status. The time that you have to change your status, a month or two, yes, by all means do it if that's what you want to do. Okay, if that's what you want to do it. Okay. At times, myself, I would recommend you do it in Canada. I tell you why. I would recommend that you come and do it here because you'll be trained as per Canadian standards, according to the Canadian standard of care. I know the way you'll be trained in your country is totally different from how they'll train you here. So here you'll be following Canadian standards. You'll be trained to cater for the Canadian aging population, for the Canadian population. I know the demographic here is totally different from the demographic back in your country. Okay? So, also, let me just tell you something. If you fall in that category, you're already in Canada. Unless you're looking for work in a hospital. So I know hospitals, they're very adamant. They're going to ask you for certificates. So by all means, do it. For the other guys, if you're looking for work in, if you're like, let's say a group home or an elderly care facility, if they're not asking for the actual certificate, you really don't have to do that course. Believe me or not, you don't have to. And if you want to know how to do it, if you're in Canada and you want to get a job in a group home, talk to me, consult with me, and I'll tell you how you can actually nail yourself a job in a group home without touching that course. Okay? Anyway, that's enough. Now I want to talk to people. I want to talk to people who have no business doing this course. You heard me. You have no business doing this course. Okay? There are people who tell me that they are doing it because it's in demand. Hey, you're doing a course because it's in demand. Remember I asked you, information technology is in demand. Why are you not doing it? Okay? Don't do it because it's in demand. Number 2, stop doing this course because of the careers that are recruiting or provincial nomination program. Okay, and I will tell you, let me explain. So I know Saskatchewan is, you are looking at Saskatchewan or New Brunswick, where they are constantly recruiting for this. Don't do it to apply to those programs because there is a whole other criteria that you need to meet. A course is not going to be enough if you don't have work experience. They need at least 1 year work experience. So if you don't have 1 year work experience, what's the course gonna do to you? Okay? So don't just do it if you're not going to get employed in that field to gain Canadian work experience. To gain work experience that then you can use here. And when I talk about this work experience, my friend, it better be verifiable and eligible work experience. Yes. So it must be paid work experience. Okay? So stop doing this course if you don't know how exactly you will use it. Whether you'll use it for studies or provincial nomination or for recruiting or for a job offer. Stop doing it. Okay? Stop doing this course. And this is where a majority of you fall in. Stop doing it if you're not going to get work experience in your country. Yes. So this is what happens with almost everybody. They tell me, Loise, I have masters in education, and then I have masters in whatever, business development, business administration. I have an MBA, and then I did this course, and I'm like, okay, so how is it gonna help me? And they tell me I'm going to use it to apply, and then I tell them you will need 1 year work experience. And they ask me, but Loise, how can I get work experience in this field? First and foremost, there is no places that hire. Yeah, people in Qatar keep telling me this, that there are no places whereby they're getting this kind of work so that they can utilize the skills. People in Nairobi, they're telling me the same. Others in Nigeria, they're telling me the same thing. South Africa, you're telling me the same, that there are no places whereby you can go work. And if you work there, the pay is not equivalent to what you are working, to what you are earning in your other job. So it doesn't make sense for you to leave your banking job to go work as a nursing care assistant so that you can get that work experience that then qualifies you to apply for immigration. So remember what I said. If you're not going to do this career, this course, so that you can get work experience, so that then you can use it, because even an employer here, they want someone with work experience. The recruiters here, they want someone with work experience. These programs, they want at least 1 year work experience. And I know you're looking at me and saying, oh, some of them have internship. Internship of 6 weeks, that's not work experience by Canadian standards. They want paid work experience. So if you're not ready to quit your career and pursue this career back home so that you can immigrate through this career, you better be doing different things. You better be doing different things. If you have someone who has told you that they will give you a job, okay, and they need it, they need that, and maybe an internship to give you a job, yes, do it. But those cases are far in between, very few opportunities like those. So majority of you are still looking to take that course and come through the provincial nomination programs. For those provincial nomination programs, make sure you meet the requirements of the work experience, at least 1 year work experience. So if you're not ready to quit your job or take a second job and gain 1 year work experience so that you qualify for the provincial nomination, I'm telling you, even at most of the time, 1 year work experience is not going to cut it. And especially like a province in Saskatchewan, it's point based. So you find that 1 year work experience gives you 2 points. Where are you gonna get the other, 13 points for work experience? Okay? So my friend, if you don't understand these immigration things, stop wasting so much money. Stop doing things because it's a trend, because everybody is talking about it, because everybody is doing. Always ask yourself, why am I doing this? How will it help me in achieving my Canadian immigration dream? Because a lot of you are wasting time and money on IELTS, on education credential assessments, on these courses. Before I wrap this session up, I actually have a story that I want to give you. And this story, I also want us to challenge ourselves. I want to challenge us. Africans, we need to wake up. Like, really need to wake up. You know, this week I met this guy from Ukraine. He landed in Canada one month ago. He can't even speak English. Yes, I know, we were speaking through Google Translate. Real fun. But you know what? He, of course, granted, he came here on a work permit. But he's already working in the construction and he's taking home. I said taking home. So this is his net. He is netting 4,000 Canadian dollars. It's not a lot of money, but it's decent money. That's what he is netting. And he's just working regular 40 hours. If he works overtime, the pay is double for overtime in that industry. What is he doing? He's doing construction. And I asked this guy, he's 24. I asked him, so were you doing construction back home? He said, no, I was in university. Yes, I never did construction. So when I came here, I got a connection. My friend works in the construction industry, and that's how I am doing construction. And he's really happy. He is learning a lot. He's learning his English, and he's gaining useful skills. And if this guy, in a year's time, he learns English and he gets real good skills, this guy is going to be unstoppable in this country. And the income he will earn is going to be unstoppable. And that is what I see with a lot of people from Europe, from Mexico, from other places. They come here and they explore different fields. They get into construction. Construction doesn't just mean working, you know, building homes. It's building roads, working in the oil rigs. Majority of these people go up north in Fort McMurray, whereby they're working in the oil rigs and the money is crazy there. Okay? Construction. I haven't seen our African people venture into this field. Very few, and it's one by one, here, there, you know, remotely you hear, yes, there's someone who works in construction. And maybe it's because we think that those jobs are beneath us. And I'll still go back to what I've said before. Some of us Africans, we need to change our minds. We need to challenge ourselves. There are jobs that used to be very much beneath us back home. Because, you know, construction, you know, in Kenya, it's kazi ya mjengo, you know. But I'm telling you, those jobs here, they pay well. They pay real good. You'll not believe it. Okay? And it's not hard to get, because every job in Canada, I tell people here, unless you need a certification or what, and you're here, there's a lot of labor that you can still do without certifications. Okay? But now, I look at us, and I want to challenge us. I know, this may not be popular, but I want to challenge us. Walk into this healthcare, and there's nothing wrong with those jobs. But why is it that all of us Africans, like majority of us, 90% of us, are working in healthcare jobs? Not healthcare, and I don't mean nursing. I don't mean doctors. No, come on, go do all that. I mean nursing aid, healthcare aid jobs. That's where all of us land. I know group homes that are, all the staff there is 100% black except the manager. I know. I can take you to so many agencies. People from Cameroon, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, all of them, they are working there. You might find 2 Filipinos, because Filipinos are also in the hospitality industry and the care industry. And I am telling you, everybody from Africa, that is the job that everybody does when they land abroad or when they come to Canada. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my friend, why are we doing this? Is it because we are only relying on the information that we get from our friends who only know that? Maybe we need to challenge ourselves. Maybe we need to look broadly. I haven't seen people from Europe. I haven't seen that. Maybe you'll find one, and that's going to be an exception. I don't see those people in group homes. No, I don't see them in group homes. Elderly care facilities, 90% are Africans who are working there. And the pay is good, it's decent, but I'm just trying to ask you, is this the only field that we can work in? These people from Europe, and they come from countries that don't speak English, Poland, Slovakia, so everywhere, Germany, they all immigrate here, and majority of them don't speak English. Okay? But they don't do the care jobs. No, they come here and they penetrate other fields. They infiltrate everywhere. They go to the banks, they do insurance. Believe it or not, I think the last 4 financial advisors I have had, they are all from Europe. I do talk to them and ask, where do you come from? And they tell me they were not even working in the banks back home, but they come and they penetrate. And there's good money in financial advisory. Yes, there's good money, but we hardly get there. We just come here and we work in the healthcare industry. Nothing wrong, my friend. But I am asking, what is wrong? There's something that I haven't understood. But mostly I believe is the information that we get, and maybe I'm trying to change something here. I'm trying to change the way of thinking. I said it's not going to be popular opinion, but please, people, can we also try and venture into construction? Very few Kenyans, I'm not going to say zero, but here in Calgary, very few Kenyans are into construction. Very, 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 very few. Okay? But there's so many things that can be done. So much. There's so many opportunities in this country that is not just about being a healthcare assistant. Majority of the people who are doing this, they don't even like it. No. They do it because they want to earn a living. And I say, if you want to use it as a stepping stone to a better job, by all means do it. Okay? Do it if you're using it as a means to another job, or as a placeholder while you're looking at your long-term goals. Do it. But I see people who just come here, they are doing this course and they get here, they are ill-informed. And I'm telling you, this is one occupation that will land you in jail the fastest in this country. Yes, you mishandle these people. You mishandle them. You touch them inappropriately. And at times you don't even know what is inappropriate because you are not well trained. This industry, I have seen it. You gotta be very, 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 very careful. Very careful. I have seen men burnt in this industry. Yeah, because, and sorry to say, but I see, our temperament and stuff like that. And then you're working with someone who has developmental delays. Please do it because it's your calling. Don't do it just for the money, because I'm telling you, this is one job that will land you in jail or get you a criminal record or put you in a lot of danger if you're not doing it because you really love to do it. Okay? Otherwise, go pursue other careers. Okay? But all in all, stop doing this course if you don't know what it is you're doing with it. Stop doing it because you saw it on YouTube. Okay, my dear? Thank you so much. Please share, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.